Mitrom and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps Intellectual Kshatriya channel, education channel, the human ecology part of South Asia channel. Today we will be exploring further certain concepts of human ecology. That is human ecology, human predicament, human impasse. These are essentially the concepts I have taken from the works of Dr. William Catton Jr. in his the very popular book Overshoot and its a sequel Bottleneck book. Today we will be talking about the concept of drawing down. This is our channel, and if you have not subscribed it, you may consider subscribing to our South Asia Maps JRD Intellectual Kshatriya channel, mostly South Asian culture centric, but I will be putting other relevant presentations too for my audience. There are nearly 210 well documented presentations you can explore, and if you like you can bring it to the notice of your friends and colleagues. Today I will be putting this presentation because this is essentially ecological part under the folder or a playlist. You can see the playlist human ecology. So this is the essentially the work done by Dr. Catton, professor of human ecology and sociology, Washington State University, Pullman, Northwest United States, that is the Pacific Northwest. Overshoot book is a very monumental book that everybody on the planet Earth should read. If you read and understand those concepts, the world should have been very, very different, especially if the political leaders and social workers can adopt some of the concepts. Other book is the Bottleneck, human ecology, human predicament, has been very rarely stated better from this book. So, and in the previous presentation I talked about the carrying capacity, that is nothing but the number of the people a particular land or a segment of the land habitat can hold. Here is a hunters-gatherers habitat, 3.3, 10 square kilometers, holding 10 people. Later they started farming, and it can hold around about 500 people. That is called taking over. That means the hunters and gatherers have taken over that land and enhanced the carrying capacity. That means carrying capacity is the number of the people. Now it can hold more people, it can sustain more people indefinitely. And as a sequel to that, we are talking about that is taking over the farmland from our competitors. I discussed before. We'll be talking about the second part, that is the second mechanism of human species can enhance the carrying capacity is the drawing down. When you see the drawing down, just simply remember the drawing the water from the aquifer, a borewell pumping the water, or you can see the oil pumping oil wells like that. A drawing down is one way of other way of enhancing the carrying capacity. What is a drawing down? Here again, hunters and gatherers, we have given around about 10 people here, can be supported indefinitely. They have taken over and enhance the carrying capacity, CC, from 10 people to 500 people. Now further, by drawing down in the same piece of land, the same village, 10 square kilometers, that is 1000 hectares or 2500 acres. If they do industrial farming by drawing down, they can support up to, let's say arbitrarily, 5,000 people. 10 people, 500 people, 5,000 people, taking over drawing down. The drawing down, iconographically, we can represent like we are pumping the water from the aquifer, the oil well, the industrial machine-powered agriculture. Taking over process, that is, the drawing down process is a temporary process, expedient process, whereas the taking over is a permanent. It permanently increases the carrying capacity indefinitely, we can say forever. In the case of drawing down, we increase the opportunities for a particular biological species, biotic community, by temporarily increasing extracting from the environment for this particular species use. Here, Homo sapiens, humans. If the rate of this extraction, drawing down means going down, extracting something, that aquifer water, the oil, the minerals and metals and so on. If this rate of extraction is greater than the rate of accumulation of that resource, this is not sustainable. So that's why the drawing down way of increasing the carrying capacity is not sustainable. So here, what are we drawing down? The humans, the biotic species, is we can draw down the oil, we can draw down the natural gas, you can dig deeper and draw down the coal, you can draw down the minerals and metals. We can use the coal, iron, minerals, metals, magnesium, copper and so on, and convert into a machinery, farm machinery. I can use them as tractors, combiners, harvesters, silos and so on. This is a temporary process because the rate of extraction is higher than the rate of accumulation. From oil, we are now producing the pesticides. You spray the pesticides that kill the competitors, the insects. From the natural gas, we can synthesize the synthetic fertilizers that increase the crop yield more. That means instead of supporting 500 people by drawing down, that is the natural gas, other form of a precursor of fertilizers, we are enhancing the carrying capacity temporarily. And coal and iron and all those are used in the machines instead of the dry land farming. If you extract water, pump deep the wells, you can extract water aquifers. So the drawing down is the other way of the other way of enhancing the carrying capacity on the planet Earth. So when the Europeans first colonized after the age of discovery, they did first took over the virgin land, the two continents, South America, North America, Australia. Then after that, invented the steam engine, and the oil was invented around about 1815 or so. We have now adopted other way of temporarily increasing the carrying capacity of the planet Earth, that is drawing down. Because drawing down is only a temporary process. That type of carrying capacity is not real. It's called phantom carrying capacity. We will discuss it at a further stage in the future. So, two ways of improving the carrying capacity is, again, one is the carrying capacity is the number of people for a particular area, a square kilometers or so, number of the people that can be supported indefinitely. By taking over, removing the competitors, we can enhance the carrying capacity. By drawing down also, we can temporarily enhance the carrying capacity. Thank you very much, Mitrom and Bandhu, and see you later in other presentations. This is your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy.